The United Kingdom is one of the countries that were severely affected by the spread of novel coronavirus COVID-19. Evidently, plenty of British people have lost their jobs. How did the UK government react to this?
I have a responsibility to make sure that we protect as far as possible people's jobs and incomes. The government is going to step in and help to pay people's wages. We're setting up a new coronavirus job retention scheme.
Absolutely great! And that's why 2.7 million British people have applied to the benefits of this scheme. But for how long will the government be able to pay such benefits?
For at least 3 months, and I will extend the scheme for longer if necessary.
3 months only? It means up to last May, but the scheme is still running. So you must have extended the scheme.
I can announce today that the job retention scheme will be extended for 4 months. Until the end of October.
Oh my god, that's totally horrible for all British people. It means that you have only 1.5 months remaining to sustain your lives. I don't know really what to say. What are the possible options and solutions for the British people? The matter will be between you and your job owners. The government has encouraged employers to do their best not to lay off employees and to look for any possible alternatives. Otherwise, redundancy will be the final option. Employment rate increased by 0.1 percentage points compared to previous quarter to reach 76.5%. This was because of the ease of lockdown restrictions and reopening of several businesses. On the other hand, unemployment also increased at a higher rate compared to employment. The rate had a quarterly rise of 0.2 percentage points to reach 4.1%. The reason was the recent increase in layoffs within British companies. There were 48,000 redundancies. The reason for that was reaching the expiry of the scheme by the end of next October. Besides, the most vulnerable age group from unemployment in general and the redundancies in specific was the age group from 16 years old to 24 years old. Their employment rate reduced this quarter by 156,000 cases to reach 3.63 million employed persons only. Consequently, these young British people will suffer from long-term scarring effects mentally and physically, which will in turn have severe negative effects on the British public in general. The stoppage of the job retention scheme proved that it was only a temporary solution for the problem. Therefore, the British government has started looking for other, more sustainable solutions. Now, the focus has changed from simply paying money to people to making use of their powers, of their passion to be of value to themselves and to the businesses. This cannot be achieved without providing these young people with the necessary competencies, skills, and behaviors to get new experiences and help in reaching the strategic goals of themselves, of the businesses, and of the government in general. That's why these new people have to join new jobs and pursue new careers which might be totally different from their actual careers and actual experiences or from what they studied at college. In such sensitive conditions, it's more important to get a job to sustain your life than simply getting a job which is perfectly tailored to yourself and to your experiences and preferences.
Today, I am announcing the Kickstart Scheme.
On the 2nd of September, the Kickstart Scheme was launched, giving 16 to 24-year-olds a fully funded 6-month work placement.
The government allocated £2 billion for this innovative project. Interested and eligible candidates can start applying from next November. Besides, to assist them to cope with this transformational and sensitive career change, the government provided them with the professional career advice and consultation. The government encourages businesses to apply for this scheme and to create real and new jobs for these young employees and potential applicants. The government will totally sponsor the first 6 months of employment, including training and orientation. After that, the businesses are strongly recommended to maintain and sustain these jobs and these new employees and fully include them in their payroll and in their employment force.
I'm Frances Milner and I'm the fundraising director at the Prince's Trust. Kickstart seems a really great way of offering an opportunity to young people, offering them that stepping stone to what could be a future career.
Despite this positive perspective and nice welcome for the scheme from the businesses, they will face strong and real and severe challenges in implementing it. First, they must align their obligation and commitment towards the scheme with their strategic goals. Challenges will appear in creating these new jobs position in accordance with their strategies and statutory laws. After that, the challenges and difficulties will arise in choosing and placing the suitable candidates, as well as providing them with proper orientation and training, integrating them in the employment workforce and compensation package of the job, job, and finally managing their relations with other employees and the business in general. In specific, the HR functions and departments of the businesses will bear the whole responsibility and burden of this implementation. The correct understanding and application of human resource management from the British government helped the government to survive during COVID-19 problems. All the actions that were done by the government, such as maintaining people's jobs, paying them, ensuring their safety, their well-being, their relations, all of these actions were aligned with Her Majesty's mission and purpose of a stronger, sustainable economic growth for the British public. Besides, to face the next and coming challenges of applying Kickstart Scheme, businesses and people must have proper understanding and application of correct human resource management to face the future challenges of getting employed for the new applicants and creating new jobs by the businesses and also by the government to supervise the overall scheme. Management with Matters channel is pleased to introduce the most comprehensive and recent human resource management book to participate in enhancing the society's prosperity. We're honored to introduce the 2020 most recent edition book of human resource management. It will be our second book in the channel for the second year. The whole book is anchored in the human resource management model that we showed you. Reach your goals and equip yourself with the required competencies and skills by joining us in our interesting journey with this book. That was our session for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching us. We are waiting for your suggestions regarding the topics or the titles that you want us to discuss in the third book in the channel. Please support the channel strongly so we can continue our prosperous and glorious mission. We produce every Thursday. Subscribe to the channel at YouTube and activate the notifications bell there. Please stay with us, follow us, watch us, and share the channel on all electronic platforms at YouTube, electronic website, MANWIM.com, email viewers at MANWIM.com, and our Facebook and Instagram pages. Thank you so much for watching us. See you in next session next Thursday, and goodbye.